Aphumelele takes this story forward for us now. She's in Bloemfontein. She's outside the court there. Aphumelele, good morning to you. So this is it's a big day. It really is. I mean, we were seeing some of the road closures in the area. Lots of supporters expected there. I mean, there is going to be a huge hive of activity. Talk to us about what's happening right now.
Indeed, Leanne, quite a busy day here in Bloemfontein ahead of this corruption case that is 255 million rand on asbestos. Of course, we know that Secretary-General Ace Magashule, along with others, will be appearing at this court. If you can see the strong police contingency, like you rightly mentioned, it's the same image that we saw last time, where the streets are barricaded, of course, for the crowd that is expected to be on the streets of Bloemfontein. Of course, they are making sure that they do not come near court. I can say that as far as 50 meters away from this magistrate court, there's barbed wire, there's just law enforcers everywhere. Even us as media, we struggled to even come through just to make it in front of this court. I must also indicate that 3 more arrests of senior officials were made yesterday. They will be appearing along with the others that will be appearing today. We expect to see, of course, quite a lot of people coming, since they did mention that those in support of Secretary-General Ace Magashule, saying that hands off Ace Magashule, he's of course innocent until proven guilty. They will be, of course, descending closer to court just to show their solidarity. But I just want to bring the municipal spokesperson regarding the contingency, of course, and these law enforcers that we see around Kondile Kadama. Thank you so much. Take us through. We see that the streets are barricaded, are closed. What's happening?
Now, what we did, we have tried to make sure that the place is cordoned, particularly the magistrate precinct, where at least people will be regulated. We have learned from the past experience that what's supposed to happen, and today we are better organized. What has happened is that the law enforcement team has doubled, because the previous court appearance showed us that, amongst other things, people have a potential of getting into the court and really disturb the proceedings. So one of the things that we have looked into at the level of the city, it's making sure that all the streets that are linking and getting people towards the court are totally closed. President Brandt, it's closed up to the psychiatric hospital. The Fountain, Piet, and part of St. Andrews has been closed, but St. Andrews is being monitored because that is where a lot of movement is taking place. We have tried to make sure that people go on with their normal business without interruption, because one of the things, the lessons from the past is that there was that interaction, and some of the things that were happening there were really not consumable. So we've tried to make sure that people do their business uninterrupted. So that is why we've cordoned to this place. We can only open it just after the proceedings, so that the normal business of the city is taking place.
Like you did mention, of course, this is quite a busy street, knowing that it leads to this magistrate's court as well as the High Court, just closer to it. Have you made arrangements with them? Because just a stone throw away, it's High Court, and we know that it's always busy too.
We have I've issued out notices at the level on behalf of the city, just to make sure that the employees, all the staff that is there, you have seen lawyers taking their cars to other areas, walking to the court and so on. We have tried to inform them in time so that they make proper arrangements, because that is actually the most critical thing, making sure that people are not inconvenienced during this time. We have traffic officers, we have SABC that is monitoring the entire area, just to make sure that not to necessarily harass people or what, but just to make sure that there's visibility. Again, they assist, ordinary citizens of Mangaung, give them guidance and so. So this is what we have agreed in our meeting, to say we must make sure that citizens of Mangaung are not inconvenienced because of this, but rather they are being assisted where a need arises.
Kondile Kajama, the municipal spokesperson here in Mangaung Metro, of course, taking us through to the logistics around these law enforcers. We see, like I did mention, that many streets are barricaded, and earlier on we saw some people who are going to work. Of course, they were frustrated because even those who are just walking past, they are not allowed. I must also indicate that the NPA did mention earlier on that more charges are likely to be added in this case, and because they are confident and have confirmed that their investigation is done, then it's likely to be moved to the High Court. And again, another thing that is very important that I would love to say is that this case will be sitting earlier than expected. We were told that it's going to be sitting at 8 o'clock, but it's the only proceeding that will take place to this magistrate court, and thereafter others will be allowed. Therefore, I want to understand that it's going to be just a brief appearance, as we did hear from the NPA, because they do say that it is likely to be transferred to the High Court, Leanne.
Aphumelele, thanks very much for keeping us updated on that particular story.